The classic diets, the ones we've all explored, normally are outward looking. They're quite linear. It's that old equation of calories in, calories out, burn the exercises, feel the burn, all of this. And it's very linear. And it is, you do this, all of you do this, and you'll all lose weight. And people do for a while, but we know from statistics that sometimes it doesn't stay off at all. It comes back, in fact, sometimes more. What I love about Eden Energy Medicine approach is we don't look outwards, we look inwards at our bodies. We start looking much more at the emotional side, what's causing us to eat, what's causing that weight to hold on. We've all heard of the different energies of the bodies, of meridians, of pathways of energies, of chakras, all of this. And it educates us in how to reconnect with our body, that wise one within. And when we have that connection, and it's not difficult to get, and we're going to share ways of getting, of how you can get that. Suddenly, I'm sure a lot of you have had that feeling of you're in the zone. Suddenly, no, it's not easy. It's never easy, but it's much easier because you're in the zone, because your energies are fixed, your mental, emotional, even your spiritual is all supporting you rather than sabotaging you. And at the end of the day, that means with our work in weight, is that you develop, with our help, a plan, a lifestyle plan, let's call it that, that is absolutely unique to your emotions, your physical needs, your emotional needs, your energetic needs. And suddenly it just comes together for you. And no two plans will be exactly the same. They're tailored absolutely for you. And that's, Dondi, what I have found has made the difference to me.
So hello everyone, and like Maddie, I'm delighted that we're going to be able to share with you lots of different ideas and techniques from an energetic perspective. And as Dondi said, it's a different way of looking at weight, whether we want to lose weight, whether we want to gain weight, or whether we want to maintain our weight, because a lot of the time that is the most difficult thing. We can lose weight, or we can get to a weight, we can put some weight on, but it's keeping it there. And if we just look at it from the perspective of, you know, calories in, calories out, whether we're doing our exercises, whether we're eating healthily, and all of those things obviously do matter, but we're missing a core within us that is actually has the major influence on all of that. So it's our inner engine really is our energy, and we want that inner energy and that inner engine to really be firing up. And so from the our perspective, we're going to look at how that inner part of us is working. There's certain parts of our energetic system that we need to be at a certain level in order for our weight to be healthy. And Maddie and I are both going to be talking about that. So there's certain parts, particularly of the meridian energy system. So if you've heard of acupuncture or acupressure or shiatsu or anything like that, that's the energy system that functions within those modalities. And so we are going to be looking at some core parts. And that's another thing when we're attempting this weight journey, is the emotional aspect of it is so important. It's a massive undercurrent. You know, most of us know technically what to do to have a healthy weight, but there's things that stop us, and a lot of those are unconscious programming. So we're really going to look at that from that energetic perspective, and there's lots we can do to help with that. Also, the way that we set about managing our weight is going to be different depending on what element we are. So I'm predominantly a fire, so I sort of need food freedom, really. You know, if I'm given a too much of a structure, then well, I get all upset, really. I don't like it. I think, no, I'm not doing that. And what I will often do is instantly rebel. So for me to have a plan or a structure as a fire too precise just doesn't work at all. But for something, like a metal element, like our lovely Maddie, structure is really important, and that will really help her in all ways. For me, it just feels like somebody's being mean to me if they make me follow a structure. But to Maddie, all makes perfect sense then, and it flows and it's organized and it's much easier to stick with. So we're going to look at all of those from a different, each different element, what some of the things they really need in order to be able to create your own weight journey sort of regime, really. And it will be different for each element. So I'm going to be talking a bit about that, so you can create the way of doing it that's going to support you rather than sort of hem you in or frustrate you or just not work for you.
And I'd like to toss this over to you, Miss Madison. Can you tell us a little bit about energy testing, what it is, how we use it, what it looks like when someone does it?
With energy testing, and in the class, I'm going to be showing you 4 different ways that I use, although there are many different ways. Energy testing is like forming a bridge to that wise one within. How is the substance, the food or the drink that you are bringing in to your energies field, your little energy field? And we know all bodies have this energy field. We can now, scientists can measure it, they can photograph it, they can film it. It's a definite field. And when you bring a substance into that, it's a different vibration, and that vibrational energy is going to affect your energy, either good or not so good or neutral. And I'm going to teach you how to find out what it's doing for you. If, for example, you're putting something into your biofield and it's not matching your energy well, it will affect how that energy runs through your muscles. And just for a nanosecond, just for a few seconds, that muscle will weaken. Okay, sometimes it weakens just a little bit, sometimes it's very dramatic, but it's enough for you to basically, you're hearing your body's message saying, no, I don't like this, I don't like this. Whereas if your body does resonate with the food you're putting there, it's going to process it well, digest it well, eliminate it well, then I can put all the pressure I want on any muscle and it will remain strong. It's not taking it down. So I get very excited, as you can tell, I get very excited about self-testing because a child can do it. In fact, children tend to do it better than us adults because sometimes us adults start thinking about it too much. But for children, they can just get it like that. And it's so simple. I promise you faithfully, if you've never done it before, you'll become hooked. I know you will, because it is so useful. And if you are an energy tester already, then I've got some things which will help you improve the accuracy of your self-testing.